Did you see Brady at the locker room door for the Raiders in the preseason, sending them out on the field, telling them to go win the game? Did you see that, Seth? It's just, and
he said, I think he said, go ruin their day, right?
Go ruin their day for preseason. Yeah. I mean, it's just what a fascinating aspect of what's going on with the Raiders. McDaniels is the coach. Brady's in ownership right now, right? Your colleague Don Van Natta was here in studio a couple weeks ago saying the league is wringing their hands over John Gruden's court case making its way through. And then the Super Bowl is in Las Vegas this year in a season that starts tonight. I mean, Vegas is fascinating to me. I'm wondering where you stand with Brady and his post-playing career. That does appear to be over, right, Seth? It's over, correct, with Brady?
I think it's over.
Right?
It's weird. It's the first year that I've covered football since I graduated from Mizzou that Brady hasn't been in training camp. You know, he graduated in 2000. I graduated from college in 2000 also. It's the first year. And it is weird not having him in there. He's just become such a fixture that you'd think it could go on forever. But yeah, things are a little weird in Vegas. I mean, you obviously saw what Chandler Jones put on social and then deleted. And I believe in Josh McDaniels as a head coach. I think that he's a really smart guy. I think that he has found ways to take the system that he's learned and adapt it into his own personality. But I'm worried for him that, he's just alienated so many star players there, and that his second stint as a head coach, will go south like it did in Denver.
And how about him relying on Jimmy G? Right? I mean, you can't make this up. You can't make honestly, did I just hit on how many chapters of that book that's behind your left shoulder did I just hit on, right? With the Vegas Raiders. It's crazy.
Frankly, I think I could write a whole other book about just the relationship between Jimmy G and Kyle Shanahan. I mean, that will be a great 30 for 30 one day.
What do you got for me on that? Well, you got anything for me on that you're willing to share? I'm serious.
Well,
what do you think?
I think that, look, that was a weird situation, right? The entire impetus of the trade. Now, I reported that Kraft pushed the trade on Bill. Remember, Bill was very invested in Jimmy G. Obviously, Kraft denied that, but Bill was very invested in Jimmy G. And after they traded him at the deadline in 2017 to the 49ers, remember the 49ers, Jimmy G wasn't on their radar. They were planning to go after Cousins. Bill kept texting Jimmy G after every win that year. And he ends up getting, the biggest contract at the time for any quarterback. And then, they go to the Super Bowl. They almost win. He's 3 yards from a spectacular game-winning touchdown pass in the Super Bowl. And I think that the relationships just got strained. Jimmy was struggling to stay upright. I think that the coaching staff wondered whether he had the will to win like Tom Brady does. Remember Kyle, when Brady left New England, he wanted to go to the 49ers. Like, he wouldn't have had a free agency tour. He would have gone there if they wanted him. And they ended up staying with Jimmy, and things cascaded from there. That COVID season was a bad year for them. They ended up getting relocated to Arizona for part of the season. Jimmy G's hurt. And the Rams get Stafford. The 49ers try to get Rodgers. He doesn't go anywhere. And, Kyle is looking at a division with the Rams and Stafford and Seahawks and Wilson and the Cardinals and Kyler Murray. And he trades this huge amount of capital up to get the third quarterback in the draft. And of course, then, Jimmy keeps ending up, being his starting quarterback somehow. And I think that the relationship there, didn't end on the best of terms and wasn't on the best of terms for a while. And I think that Jimmy found a team and a coach that I think believes in him in a way that he didn't always feel in San Francisco.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.